Successful question for many of you was evaluating this graph at a certain point. So if d of t is equal to 11, what is that? And we knew that t was still t, there was no value, so that meant that the y value was 11. I go here to 11, I find the graph. When I come down, I see that it's at 5. So 5. I gave away the answer here. I was like, man, but what does d of 5 equals 11 mean in this context? And that's where you say, okay, well, let me read the title. It's talking about Gulliver's Travels, and the axis here is about the distance in miles, distance in time in hours. So he traveled 11 miles, or he's 11 miles away after, or from home, after 5 hours. A popular incorrect answer was -8, and that was f of x plus g of x plus h of x. A lot of you tried to put 1 for the value of x, but x is not 1. X doesn't have a value at all, so you should not have substituted a number. And then there was no equal sign, so you should not have set it equal to anything. All you really had to do was write what it was equal to. So f of x is 2x plus 1 plus g of x is 3x minus 1, so 3x plus h of x is x cubed minus 5x squared here. And then you find like terms and you combine them. So some of you also got to this point, but then you combine terms that weren't alike. You got 5x because of the 2x and the 3x. The plus 1 and the minus 3 gave you minus 2, but x cubed is a different exponent than x squared, so they cannot combine. It stopped right there. And if you tried to put them in descending order by degree, you would have written x cubed minus 5x squared plus 5x minus 2. I believe those who got it right, though, mostly left it like that, and I gave credit. Here we had a little bit more success. It said g of -2 minus 7. So you went to g of x at 3x minus 3. But it gave you a number for x. So you're going to substitute that number for x where the x is. So here we have 3 times -2 minus 3, which is the function. Then we bring down the minus 7. Order of operation says multiply the parentheses. -6 minus 3 minus 7 is -6 minus 10, which is -16. On this one, just because it was a fraction didn't really mean anything, you still had to solve them separately. So g of 4 is still the 3x minus 4 function. We substitute 4 for x, and we get 3 times 4 minus 3, which gives us 12, minus 3, which gives us 9. And then the f of 13, which is 2x plus 1, we substituted 13 for that, and we got 2 times 13 plus 1, 26 plus 1, 27. 9 over 27 is 1/3.